Guess what? I am starting to get a little bit of my singing voice back. Still has a long ways to go, but I can get higher notes out now. They're not clear. They're not always on key, but at least they're coming out, so we're headed in the right direction. So yesterday afternoon, I thought if my voice is starting to heal, then I should spend some time and go see if I can get some preparatory work done on The Unknown, which is the song that God gave me back in the spring. And I did one recording session for it, and I've been kind of stuck since then. Not really sure what to do next for the song, because I have the melody, the lyrics, I can sing it, I have the piano notes, but it needs a lot more, and I'm stuck on what that more should be and how to achieve it. So yesterday afternoon, pardon me. Yesterday afternoon, I thought I'm going to spend some time and seek the Lord and see if He'll get me unstuck on this song, get this song moving somewhere. So pardon me. So I went back to my keyboard actually, because that way I could use all the other sounds if I didn't want a piano sound. And sat there for a little bit and nothing was coming. And I said, Lord, and He said, let's write a place of prayer instead. Which that was different for God to say, put it like that, but I knew it was God telling me that. I said, okay. So I guess I'll back up a little bit. Back in April, my husband and I went to visit some ministry friends, Didi and Sistison in France. They have a chateau that they purchased, which is very, 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 very old. And over a century ago, it was a place of prayer. And they purchased it and are renovating it and want to use it for similar purposes now today for ministry. And so my husband and I went to visit them in April, and we spent a week with them. And one day while I was walking in the garden, God told me that there would be a song called A Place of Prayer. And I was going to want to use pictures from the chateau, so I took a bunch for the lyric video. And I knew what it was going to be about in general, but other than knowing that a line was going to be, this was a place of prayer, I didn't know anything else. I thought maybe He'd give me the song while I was out there, but He didn't. Had nothing else, just that. I knew that one day there would be a song called A Place of Prayer. So, pardon me. So that was in April, and I've thought about it a number of times since then, but nothing else really, didn't feel led by God for anything else until yesterday. And He said, let's write that instead. So I said, okay, Lord, and I've almost immediately had the notes for the first line of the chorus. This is the place of prayer. And He immediately gave me the second line. This is a place of truth, which surprised me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that line, but I felt His presence and the anointing the moment I sang those words, and I knew that was definitely Him. And then I didn't know what came next, which isn't unusual at all. But I went and grabbed some scrap paper because for me, past experience, usually when I'm in these early stages of songwriting, scrap paper for the lyrics is the best thing. And the more official looking and neat and pretty and attractive, or official or computerized or whatever, that I try to write down lyrics, the more in the way it gets. So I just grabbed a paper that had the chords for Masterpiece on the backside and flipped it over and started writing out a little bit. But I still wasn't really hearing anything clearly. So I said, Lord, what do you want this song to say? And this was a first. He turned around and asked me, what do you want this song to say? So I said, Lord, I know I want the first verse to be about that place that many of us are at in the middle of the night when we're really dealing with stuff. And I know I want the second verse to be about those places in life where we're on top of the mountains and we're experiencing highs, because both those places are a place of prayer. And so I told him that, and I felt like I was having trouble hearing him clearly, or nothing was really happening. So I grabbed my journal to just try to write some more, because that usually will help me hear God more clearly. And I wrote out, Lord, I feel like this song is hanging in the air in front of me, and 20 minutes is all it should take to write it down. And I wrote that, and I'm not quite sure what happened after that, because I don't remember very clearly, to be honest, even though this was just yesterday afternoon. I know it was more than 20 minutes. It was several hours. I know partway through that, I stopped and went to the grocery store with my husband, and then I went back to working on the song. But at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, there was no song. And by 10 o'clock at night, there was a completed song in front of me with chords and everything. And it's such a beautiful song. So that's my exciting news. It's going to be a simpler song to record. It's just going to have a simpler sound. So it's going to be easier to record. So it will probably be released before The Unknown, because I'm still stuck on that one. But God will get it unstuck in His time. But I'm excited about this one, and I can't give you any estimated release dates, because I do not know how fast God will bring complete healing to my voice. And I also don't know how far booked out the recording studio is right now. So there's still a lot of unknowns, but because it's simpler, that should help it go a little faster. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a lot of months before I can get this one released. But I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys are excited to hear that another new song is written and eventually going to come. And I thank you for all of you who are praying for my voice. I appreciate it very, very much. God is healing it. It is coming back. He's just saying be patient and wait on Him. So I am. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'll give you a sneak peek for the cover, because yes, even though I just wrote the song yesterday, I already designed the cover. So here you go. Sneak peek. And that's what's going on right now. And I hope you all are well. And at whatever place in your life you are at right now, I want you to know this is a place of prayer. God bless.